Okay, is this thing on? I am broadcasting to you from the top of my mountain. I figured I'd go live a little bit early. Just let everybody get the notifications and stuff. We'll see how this goes. Pretty much talk about anything within reason. Within reason. If you start talking about weird shit, I'll kick you out. Well, things I consider off limits to talk about on my channel because you're probably going to get it taken down. And, I've had people try to get my channel taken down before. So, I mean, I wasn't born yesterday. I was born at night, but it wasn't last night. I put the YouTube link in a couple of Discords. If you want to come in, the StreamYard link is pinned at the top of the chat. Oh, hey, Nuckin. How you been? Did you ever get a chance to look at that picture I sent you of the shadow people standing there in the forest? Oh, I'm cold. It has been cold. It tried to get warm today, but now it's back down in the 30s. So I can switch my avatar to it, and you can see it right here. Hang on, give me a second. Oh, there it is. Boop, boop, done. All right, give it a second, and it should change. Maybe. Oh, you're on your phone? Okay, I can email it to you again later. There it is. I mean, if you look closely, you can see them. They're standing in the tree line. But if you look at the water with the reflection of the full moon in it, they're not reflected in the water. Yeah, yeah, that's what I said. That picture was taken like 40 years ago, like way before Photoshop became a thing that everybody used. Oh, it's up to you if you want to. I spread the link around Discord, so we'll see who shows up. But yeah, let me switch my avatar again. Oh, boop, boop. Hey, how are
Hello
you?
there. I'm doing okay now that they decided what they're gonna do with my knee, sweetheart.
Oh, is it gonna be like a full replacement, or are they just gonna fix?
Well, he said it was up to me, but he said right now he would prefer that I try the partial because the outside of my knee looks pretty good. It's the inside of my knee. It's bone on bone.
Oh,
And
right.
that's
You
why
got
I'm following. Yeah. So they're going to do a partial knee replacement. I have to wait a little bit and then the doctor's going to schedule me. So I am going to be having surgery.
well. Maybe they'll get it fixed. I mean,
Yeah. I'm praying, honey. I know it, you shouldn't pray for yourself, but I've been
Oh,
doing some
hey,
praying.
I ask for shit for me all the time. So yeah.
Well, I just hope, because I want to walk again. I want to get out and do things because if you understand depression, being cooped up and not being able to get out and doing what I love, which is nature walks, taking the dogs out, in my investigating and stuff,
Yeah.
it's really, really, uh, it's adding to the depression. And then it's like a domino effect, because I'm bipolar. So
Hmm.
it kicks in everything, the depression, the anxiety, the bipolarism. I don't know if that's a word, but
Could
uh, it just, yeah, it's a domino effect. And it's just really starting to get to me. So I'll be laid
oh,
up for a little while, but I don't care. I want to walk again.
oh, I can understand that. I can understand that. And yeah, it can be very disheartening when you can't
Yeah,
get out and do what you want to do. Yeah.
because I'm a really um, I'm a spontaneous person. That's probably why I'm still single too. But like say I want to get up and do something at 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to go do it, and I
well,
can't right now.
well, I mean, if I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning to do something, yeah, I got to drive a pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why like my investigations as of late have been now. Thank God for Jess because she's the one that Now I'll carry some equipment to the spot where we're going,
Hmm.
but that's about as far as I can go. And then she'll carry down the rest of the equipment in a 40-gallon tote we have, and we set up and stuff. And by that time, I'm so sore I can hardly move. So that's why I've been doing investigations to where I don't have to walk very far. Go up a lot of steps because it's. But anyway, I just can't wait to get back to doing what I love to do, and like after my knee surgery, and of course I'm probably gonna have therapy after it heals a little bit. But
Oh,
after
sure.
that, I've been planning that trip to Roadhogs Farm for years, and I'm finally gonna go. I am going after I heal.
Oh, yeah. I'm getting an echo on your end. Have you still got my stream open?
No, honey, I'm sorry. Let me hold
Hmm.
on. I don't know why I get an echo. Hold on. Maybe if I turn my
It's
speak my
probably your phone. Yeah, it's probably your phone.
okay. What about now?
It's better.
Okay, I don't know why my speaker has anything to do with it because I don't have it hooked up to my phone. I have it. Oh, and it might be because hold on. Let me unplug this. That all right? I unplugged the charger. Is that better?
Um, a little bit, but I mean, you ain't
I
got
don't.
to unplug your charger.
Well, sometimes if it's plugged in, it seems like it might be my cord too.
Oh
Um,
yeah, I had to
there.
get a new one for my tablet. Yeah. So.
I go through because of the investigation and all the equipment and stuff. I go through cords like you would not believe.
Oh
That
sure.
9-volt batteries. Oh my god. But oh, hey, I wanted to ask you, Rex, did you have a chance to see that one video I put up of the? It's called Poltergeist Activity.
Oh yeah, I watched some of that. I
Well,
wa-
I edited a video and made it like it's only a little over 3 minutes long. Now, if you watch, I had that 6 hour premiere and it shows everything, like in between the time lapse and all that stuff. But I edited that video, so it's only, like I said, a little over 3 minutes long, but it actually shows everything right there, like the K2 getting pushed out twice, and then the cat toy getting, and I even put it in slow mo because what was amazing, Rex, is like where we were at. I don't know if you saw that beautiful structure. It's a called the Eliza Furnace. But in where we were investigating, it's kind of like a cave in there. It's beautiful. But those all those stones, because you're talking, what was it, 18? Oh my God, I want to say it's in the 1800s. It was built, and it
right.
was only in operation for 3 years, but it was all like a man-made structure, and
Hmm.
it has these crevices in it. So I was sticking all kinds of cat toys and K2s. I mean, tucking them into the crevices so they couldn't fall out. And what was amazing was when I put it in slow mo, when the K2 actually comes out of the crevice, something actually turns it and then knocks it out
Hmm.
twice.
Cool.
And then the cat toy on the left side, uh, I had in there, it was hours. And I mean, it would light up. But when I put it in slow mo, actually something touched it and it lit up and then got knocked out. I mean, it's incredible. You have to watch
Uh,
that video.
I'll
It's
go
just
back and watch it.
incredible.
Yeah, yeah. I'll go back
Oh
and watch
my! Oh, please do and leave a comment for me. I've gotten a lot of hits on it, and I was supposed to, like. There's a lot of the big name. Uh, like, I don't know if you ever heard of Goose Pimples, and there's a Casper. Some, I forget what it is, but there's all these sites, and what they do is they play videos for you, like me, and it
it. Hmm.
really helps get your stuff out there. Well, I was supposed to do that today, and I didn't get to it. I wasn't feeling too great, but one of these days when I'm not doing anything, I'm going to send that video out to all these big wig paranormal people and see if I get a hit, because that's poltergeist activity. Oh, I
Yep.
know. Is anybody in chat? I gotta get your stream here up on my desktop so I can see chat, because I can't see it while I'm on my damn phone.
Oh, okay. And well, no, I mean nobody said anything but you so far in here.
Well, I'm a talker, you know that. So
Oh yeah.
I'm so glad I met you. You seem so freaking cool. I love
Well, I appreciate that. I do,
it.
and you seem very nice too. So you know.
I'm a bitch. Now I'm actually considered. People have been calling me a witch. So I'm
Oh yeah. Well, I
not
mean,
actually a witch, but
I
oh,
told you about my. I
oh, go
told you
ahead,
about my
honey.
sister going. I told you about my sister going to Salem, right?
I think I believe you said something about it.
Yeah, she met like the official witch of Salem.
Oh my God, you're kidding me. I'm so envious.
Yeah, she was like proclaimed the official witch in the '60s, the late '60s.
Oh
One of the
my.
yeah, and then they went to the witch museum and they said it looked like something out of the '70s. Just
Now that would be cool to see. Now my intention is to get there to investigate. Um, but I don't know if it'll be this year or next year, because I've got some things planned already for this year. Like in May, we're going to Penhurst. There's about 7 or 8 of us going to Penhurst now.
oh yeah, I
If
watched
you
that Ghost Hunters episode where the shadow person walked up to the camera and then turned and ran away.
Oh, when they were at Penhurst,
Yeah, yeah.
that if you ever watch a documentary on that, it's actually sad. And I'll tell you what, Rex. I mean, I'm a real softie when it comes to kids, but so there's a lot of people when they come out of there, they can't handle it because, and it's not because of demons or anything like that that has scared them. It was the children screaming like they were in
Oh,
pain, and just the crying. So that's the only thing that's really going to get to me. Now it won't make me leave. I don't think, but it's going to get to me.
oh, of course. I mean, if I'm watching like a movie or a TV show and a baby starts crying, I have to change the channel.
Yeah, or like an animal being abused or something. I
Yeah.
just can't watch anything like that. But I'm telling you, I now Penhurst has been something I've been looking forward to for probably over 5 years now, or more. But watch that one documentary on that where the news crew went in. Oh my God. It actually shows, and I'm not saying all the people that worked there were bad, but what they were overrun with people that were left there because there wasn't enough nurses and doctors to take care of everybody.
Oh,
And
sure.
that was,
Yeah.
but watch, if you've never watched that documentary, you know what? After your stream, if I'll have to write myself a note. I will look up that documentary and send you the link.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
it's it's really something to watch. It's depressing. I'm not gonna lie to you. You probably want a box of tissues handy or toilet paper or whatever. But yeah, it's kind of sad to see how they were treated. And it was one guy. He had been there. I forget how many years, like 25 years or something. He was left there as a child, and he wasn't. I'm not sure. Many mentally challenged in some form or another. I can't remember what, but the guy that was doing the footage, the newscaster was talking to him, and he said, if there was one thing you wanted to do, what would you want to do? And it broke my heart. He says, I want to go home.
Right. Yeah.
He was never visited or anything. He was just left there like he was nothing. And it just, oh my God, it broke my heart so bad. But yeah, that's one documentary you will probably want to watch if but I'm really anxious to go there because there's not too many people. I don't know anybody that has went there to investigate that did not come out with some kind of paranormal activity. So
Well, now, if I'm thinking of the right place, that is the place that had the tunnel underneath it that they took the dead people out of.
um, I think that's another one. I know what you're talking about. I don't think it's, but look up. I'll tell you what. Look up Penhurst Asylum. It's in Spring City, Pennsylvania.
Oh,
Hi
okay.
there, Hive. It's nice to meet you. You can call me
Uh,
Nuck, and everybody does.
it's Bumblebee. That's what everybody calls Hive.
Oh, Bumble what?
Bumblebee.
Bree.
Yeah, she's an insect expert. I forget what the
Oh,
official word. Yeah, I forget what the official word for it is, but yeah,
oh, okay. You mean like what do they call a bee charmer?
yeah, bees and spiders, and
No,
he
I don't do
collects all
spiders.
kinds.
I don't like any. Oh, I can't handle spiders. Well, it's nice to meet you, Bumblebee. Yeah, I have a small paranormal group, and me and a few other groups are going to be investigating at Penhurst, May 11th through the 12th. It starts at 7 p.m. to like 3 or 4 a.m. So that should be, yeah, I should be able to go live in there because, a lot of people do. So hopefully I won't have any trouble going live. Oh, I love praying mantises. Oh my God, I love them.
Oh yeah, they're
They
just
are
creepy as
such an
hell.
incredible creature.
Well, I mean, when they mate, the female eats the male's head, so that's
Yes, I
kind of
know.
creepy. That's
Hey,
kind of creepy, but
I'll tell you a good one too. She loves bugs and spiders and stuff too. Her name is Jenny Jones. Bumblebee, you might want to sub to her. I've known her for quite a few years now, but Yeah, she is into bugs, and she just did a video of a praying mantis. It was so cool. But all her look it up. It's Jenny Jones. I wish I could put the link in here, but it's not going to let me.
See if you can put it in the side chat of YouTube. It
Uh,
should.
well, I was trying to do it from a desktop, but for some reason it's not letting me.
Mm.
And I have her. Yeah, I have her link. But see, it's not going to let me. Uh,
Mm.
no, it's not even letting me do it. Oh, I don't know why it's not letting me. Like even on my StreamYard, like when I'm on my phone, I have no chat space. I have to get on and chat through the desktop. I don't know why that. Oh, that's awesome, Bumblebee. That would be. I'm really into the paranormal, so.
Oh yeah, he did around Halloween. He would do cryptid streams.
Oh, it's a male. Bumblebee is a male.
Well, she's in transition. So
Oh, okay. Well, that doesn't
yeah.
bother me. I have,
Sometimes I get it wrong. I mean, but it
yeah.
happens.
Sometimes I get confused uh, as to what they call one from like a female to a male to a male to a. There's certain
Uh-huh.
what adjectives I guess they want to say. I don't know how to word that, but yeah, I get confused. So please take no offense if I get something wrong, sweetheart.
I didn't mean anything bad by it, Bree.
Oh,
You
I
know
know
me.
you didn't, sweetie. You were pretty much setting me straight, so I know that's good. I mean,
Well,
I am not racist. I'm not, nothing like that. So I love everybody.
I made a really bad joke one time on YouTube, and it kind of got me some hate. I said I just call
Oh,
everybody it. I just call everybody it. That way, I don't have to remember.
well, I try to like say Hive or I'm sorry, Bumblebee. Like
Hmm.
if I don't know, I'll say, hey, I don't want to offend you, or you male or female. You know what I mean? So I know. And hopefully I remember for the next time because my mind is I'm getting old.
Oh, so am I. So am I.
Oh, honey, I'll be 56 in February. I'm not looking forward to it.
Oh, I'll be 50 in May. So yeah.
Oh, you're a puppy.
Oh shit. I get my
We are all
brain.
nice meat popsicles. Hi there, Crypt. It's nice to meet you. Oh, excuse me. I'm glad I caught you live. I hardly ever get to catch you live.
Yeah, I know. I hardly ever go live. It's weird.
Well, the last one you had, which was quite a while ago. Well, it was a couple weeks ago, if I remember correctly. But anyway, I was trying to sleep a migraine away, so I missed that. I get them a lot, so but I
Well,
was
that's
sorry I
cool.
missed it.
No, it's just a little 5.5 minute video talking about those shadow people. Yeah.
Oh no, but I mean that last time you went live, I guess that was quite a while ago.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Yeah,
I think that's the shadow people one around Halloween.
yeah.
But yeah, that picture
Did you see my Halloween skit?
I did. I liked it.
Well, we're gonna redo it. I'm redoing it now. I don't know. I talked to Jess about how I'm gonna do it, and she gets a little nervous. I do too, but what I did, I got stoned before I did that one part, so I was feeling a little uppity. But well, I had to because I was getting sore. But
Oh,
anyway, I'm gonna redo that. And like I said, I don't know if Jess will be a part of it or not, but it's gonna be really cool. So I'll let you know when I do that. And oh, I got something else I got to announce, Rex, if you don't mind.
well, go ahead.
Uh, after Thanksgiving, we're hoping to do it after Thanksgiving. It'll be, after Thanksgiving, but hopefully before Christmas. Jess and I are doing a seance.
Oh, sorry about that. Just you
Oh,
two.
it's okay.
I had to blow my nose. Sorry.
Oh, it's all
You,
right. I
you
know
didn't. I'm just saying.
Natalia. I like that name.
Oh, hey, Natalia. Hey, Crypto. The link is pinned at the top of the YouTube chat. If y'all want to hop in, come on.
Yeah, I'd like to meet y'all. I don't really know anybody in here so far except Rex.
Oh, these are all cool people. These is all cool people.
They seem to be.
I mean, I have the occasional troll show up, but
Oh, hey, I'll tell you what. I told everybody to mark it down on the calendar. The other night, I did a 3.5 hour StreamYard, and I had not one troll. Can you believe that?
oh wow.
Because I
Well, I
have a
mean,
lot of haters. So I was telling everybody, mark that one down on your calendar because that'll probably never happen again.
do
I have
you
a lot of
count
haters.
Salty Rant as a troll or not?
No, he's a oh my god, he's awesome as shit.
I know. I like it. I like it.
Oh,
He tried to join my stream once, and his phone died right as he got in.
oh, I'm so used to with the paranormal investigations keeping everything in charge, plugged in and stuff. You should see underneath my desktop, I have or my desk, my computer desk. There's this big like desk under there, just for putting stuff on. And I have this great big electric, plug-in thing, one of those outlet things, and
Hmm?
it's just filled with cords.
Okay. I know the feeling. I know the feeling.
Yeah. Oh, Rex is sexy as hell too. Oh, well, I
Oh.
hope to meet you sometime, Natalia.
Well, and I appreciate that, Natalia. I do.
I call him a sexy beast.
Oh, you're making me blush.
Good. I'm good at flirting, but I mean no harm. You know that, right?
Hmm.
I've been single so long and I'm getting old, I'm allowed to flirt. I've earned the right to flirt.
Oh, sure.
Salty earlier was trying to get me to go to Motel 6 again.
Oh, was he? Oh, shit.
He's always doing that.
Oh, man.
Yeah, he always says, he goes, my face leaves in 5 minutes, be on it. He's rotten to the core. He really is. I always tell him, I don't know how your wife puts up with you. So what you doing for Thanksgiving, hon?
I ain't quite figured it out yet because it's going to be
Aw.
just me. Yeah, it's just going to be just me. So,
Oh, well, if you were closer, you'd be welcome here. We've got almost a 23-pound turkey I'm gonna make, and then my son's. I finally get to see my son. He's here right now. He's down making supper, and
oh,
of course his fiance's here, and then her mom and sister are coming over, and we might do depending if I'm tired or not, because I'll be up all night tomorrow night. But depending if I'm okay, if I'm feeling all right, we are actually going to do a paranormal session live from my kitchen. So that'll be later on
okay.
at night tomorrow night or Thursday night. I'm sorry.
That's cool.
Wait, is this guy who got a purple heart?
Yeah,
What?
that's a troll. See, I mentioned a troll that shows up. So,
Yeah, I don't. If that's the real raging Capricorn, I don't think he likes me either. I don't know. I mean, it's no skin off my back, but you
well,
either
on
like me or you hate
Discord,
me.
yeah, on Discord, he calls himself Archer 007.
Oh, he's not coming after you, Rex. He's coming after me. When he mentioned that name, he's coming after me.
Oh, he came after me hard on Discord, but I'll take care of it.
I mean, I don't
I
even
take
know
care
him. You have no idea who I am, Capricorn. You know nothing about me. I love when people say shit like that and, you know, they don't even know me.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I wish you could come over, Rex. I'm making of course I do my own turkey. I make my own homemade stuffing, my own gravy, homemade. Of course, the taters have to be, from potatoes. I have to make a great big batch of that. Everybody loves my taters, so I make extra. that and my stuffing. I always have a lot of stuffing left over. So what I do is I put it in these little like meatloaf baking glass dishes, and then I
Mhm.
bake that later. And I save some juice from the turkey, and then every so often I'll pour the turkey juice over top, so it just tastes like my mouth's watering now. Nom, nom.
You mean like little stuffing muffins with turkey gravy in? Yeah.
Well, the stuffing, what I do, I mean, I just buy like 7 or 8 loaves of bread, and then I break it up, and that's
Mhm.
how that's what I make my stuffing with. And there's nothing in it except minced onion, butter, egg, a little bit of water. It's so simple, but it just after the turkey juice and everything, it's just amazing stuffing. Oh my god, I'm hungry
Oh.
now.
Well, I like to take leftover turkey and leftover stuffing and make a sandwich out of it.
Yeah, I like. I got a waffle iron, and I like to make. I don't know if you've ever had them turkey waffles.
I've heard of them. I haven't had.
Yeah, I make a lot of waffles, in the iron, and then I make a. I always. You should see the gravy I can save out of that turkey juice. But anyway, I make a batch just for that. I break turkey up, put it in there, and then you pour that over the waffles. It is, oh my god, it's to die for. It really
Uh,
is good.
sounds like
Next
it.
year, I'd like to make homemade noodles.
Oh, you talking about work? No, that's some work.
Oh, my aunt used to do it, and I don't know if I could get the recipe from her or not. Right now, she's not doing too good, but um, I have never had anybody's noodles that were better than my aunt's. Oh my god!
Hmm? Yeah. Well, that's like my grandmother's homemade biscuits. She would
Oh,
make them out of just flour and water and whatever something else. I can't remember. It's been years and years and years.
oh,
But
that sounds
they
so
would
good.
just appear like magic, and
Oh.
oh, they were so soft, flaky, and yeah.
Then when they're nice and warm, you put a little bit of butter on them. Oh, that would be good with my gravy over top of them. Oh my god,
Yep.
that
She
would be
made
really good.
she made a sausage gravy to go with it. So you
I
just
don't think I
crumbled up.
ever made sausage gravy.
Oh, you would just crumble the biscuit up and pour a little sausage gravy, however much you wanted, and then yum. Yeah, yum.
Oh, I'm getting hungrier, you guys. I'm really hungry.
Hmm. Oh, and every Thanksgiving, she would make like 3 pecan pies. Oh man.
I never now see. I would have to try it. I've never tried it, but my
Oh,
favorite is like I like apple pie, but the apples have to be real soft. I don't like them when they're still crispy. And then peach pie. Oh my god.
oh, and another thing my grandmother used to make. There, you would call it an apple turnover, but we called them apple pies. And she did the same thing with sweet potatoes. Delicious. Mm.
Oh, now I have to be hungry for sweet potatoes, and I haven't. I mean, I'll make some because some people like them. I just make like one can of it, but other than that, I very rarely eat it. I really have to be hungry for them. Are you
Oh,
coming up, Crypt?
yeah, Crypto's invited. We were on stream for I don't know how long last night, just talking.
Oh, well, I didn't get a notification. Were you live?
Oh no, we were on her channel. We were on her channel.
Oh. I'll have to. Let me see. I don't know if it'll let me do this on here. Probably not. No.
Well, my live notifications have been messing up.
Everybody's been having a problem with that, Rex.
Okay, so it's not just me. Okay,
No, it's YouTube. She said she just woke up from an app. She needs a minute.
well, fair enough.
Oh, that's how I am when I have to get up for a doctor's appointment. I always make them in the afternoon because I'll say
Hmm.
I'll get up at 9:30, and it takes me so long just to be able to get out of my bed.
Just
So
to get
I always make sure
motivated.
I'm.
Yeah.
What's that?
Just to get motivated. I'm the same way.
Oh,
I need at least an hour after I wake
oh.
up.
Well, I have to take some meds before I go, and then because I take gabapentin, and sometimes it can make you a little lightheaded. So
Hmm.
I like to get that in my system early. So it's still in my system, but I'm okay to drive. So I'm really careful with that.
Oh yeah, you got to be careful.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, Rex, I got my truck all fixed up. It's done.
Oh, you actually, it's all done.
Yes, it's done. I got
Oh,
my son paid for me to get the sway bar links on, and I bought the tires, and he also paid to have them put on. And it runs like a dream. I mean, no more swaying. Oh, it's it. Oh, I love my old truck.
okay. Oh yeah,
I'm
take
gonna.
all the time you need, Crystal. I mean, you know.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I've hit a snag with my Ridgeline because it belonged to my dad, and
Uh.
when he died 5.5 years ago, he didn't have a will. So for 4 years, the DMV didn't bother. They kept sending me the registration sticker. Well, okay, this year they sent me a letter saying, "Well, our records indicate your dad has died." I was like, "Well, no shit, y'all just caught up." I'm having to jump through hoops and cut through red tape to get it put in my name.
Oh, that's
No,
sad.
my name. Yeah. Well, I mean, I knew it would happen eventually, but I mean, why now? They sent me a letter at the end of September that said that. So
Jeez.
yeah, and the registration runs out this month. So I mean, I've sent everything in that I needed to send in, and they have yet to send it. Oh, it'll be 2 or 3 weeks, and I'm sitting here thinking, yeah, it's gonna be 2 or 3 months before y'all get back.
Oh. Yeah, I know.
But I,
There was a lot of hassle after my mom passed away about everything. So it really taught me a lesson. I haven't done it yet, which my lesson's not really learned yet, but I don't have much, you know, but this house and everything is all I own, and the
right,
stuff in it. But I'm gonna make a will out that everything goes to my son after I go.
that's a good idea.
Yep. I mean, it's gonna be simple. We don't talk to the rest of our family, so everything's going to my son.
Right, right. Well, what I need to do is get this truck straightened out, and then
Right.
when
Oh, the
Mom,
Ridge ones too. They're a nice truck.
oh, they are. I've only had two problems out of it. The first one, a rabbit built a nest in the engine block
Oh
and was chewing
no.
wires. Yeah, and was chewing on the wires. I was like, why is my check engine light on? So I took it to the garage. The dude said he reached in and pulled the rabbit out and scared the shit out of him.
Oh, I bet. I mean, he
Yeah,
probably
he
was he expecting it or no?
no, he wasn't expecting it. He said he had seen raccoons and possums and chipmunks and stuff like that build a nest, but had never seen a rabbit before in an engine block.
Oh, oh wow.
Oh,
Sorry, I had to get up and shut my door. Ugh.
and
I
then
had.
the second thing that happened with it is I was driving home on the hottest day in July you could imagine up here, and the radiator blew up. Yeah,
Oh,
shot the fan off the radiator. The radiator blew up, took out the distributor cap and like four spark plugs.
holy
That
shit.
Yeah, that was like $700 to get it fixed. But I knew the
Oh,
guy, so he,
ouch.
he like cut me some slack. I mean, it could have been a whole lot more. So
Yeah, well, it's good he did that then. I gotta find somebody. A buddy of mine sent me because I was looking for a front and rear. dash cam. I was gonna save up money and buy one.
Hmm.
Um, and a buddy of mine had got a new one for his Escalade. I mean, this guy, he doesn't buy cheap shit. You know what I mean? I've known
Right.
him for a long time, and he sent me his old one, and it's one of the ones that has to be hooked up to the battery and all that. And I'm having
Oh,
trouble. And my son's been looking for somebody to put it in. I've got it. I just got to get it put in, and I can't wait till it's put in.
right on, right on.
But I don't know if you like Xteras or not, but I tell you what, this is the first Nissan I ever owned, and I love my Xterra.
Oh, a Nissan's a good vehicle. Yeah,
Yeah, you
just like
never.
a.
Oh, go
Go
ahead.
ahead. No, you
I was
finish.
just gonna say, like, I bought it in Ohio, so it was out of state. But I mean, I thought I was gonna have trouble, changing it, but it was all good. But anyway, the only thing that has, I mean, it's a 2005, so you got to think how many years old that thing is. The only spot of rust it has on it is there's some inside the door. You know how water lays in there? It's not
Hmm.
bad. It's not eating through. So I got to get that cut out and replaced. And then back on the rear fender wells, like maybe a 5-inch spot on each side. So I want to get that cut out and replaced. I want to do
Okay.
that before, because it's, oh my God, it's black. The interior is immaculate. It looks, I mean, except for that little bit of rust, it looks like it came off the showroom floor, Rex. It's beautiful.
Cool. Cool. Yeah, until you can get the funds together to get that fixed, get you a can of black Rust-Oleum and just spray it on the spots that look like they're rusted. And
Oh,
then you can
okay.
tell, yeah, and you can tell the guy, hey, look, you see those spots that's got the Rust-Oleum on it? That's where it's at.
Yeah. A buddy of ours, he's the one that does the inspection and looks over the truck and everything. Um, he gave me a name. Uh oh. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I can
Oh,
still hear
okay.
you.
It's there. I had a circle of death on my desktop. It's okay. But anyway, I forget what I was going to say. I was talking about the truck and
Getting it inspected. You got a buddy that does it.
yeah, he's the one that also looked it over and said he could not believe that underneath the truck. He said, because see, I was worried about it because in Ohio, where I bought it, they don't do inspections there. So I was worried about bringing it back and then there'd be something wrong with the frame or, now my son looked underneath it and he couldn't see anything. But Jordan, when he put it up in the lift and looked underneath it, he could not believe for a 2005 how nice underneath that was.
Oh, right, right.
And then I found out it's got like a 2-inch lift kit on it to boot, and it's an off-road package. So
Oh,
somebody
okay.
actually, yeah, it was, I guess, ordered that way. But I was like, no wonder I had trouble getting in the damn thing.
Oh, yeah. That's why I'm buying the Ridgeline from mom because her name's on the title. And I had to send a certified death certificate to her and the title and the old registration. And once we get all that straightened out, I'm going to see if I can get the deed to the house and land put in my name because we own all of it outright.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's no bank notes on it or anything. So,
Yeah, it's like this place here. I mean, it's just too big for me. It's not huge, but it's too big for the three of us. So it's a 4-story. I got basement, first floor, second floor, and attic. And
wow.
I mean, I love the house. I just don't like the area. So once we get, I want to repaint the inside and stuff like that. And once I get that done, I figured in about, now my son wants to do it on a year, but I think it's going to take us about 2 years, to do everything to fix it up so I can sell it. And once I sell it, I'm going back to the country somewhere. I want another horse so bad.
Yeah, I've heard you say that before. So, yeah, I
Oh,
get it.
I love horses. Oh my God, I love horses.
They've always tried to bite me. And the only thing I could think
It's
of,
probably because you're so sweet. They think you're an apple.
if you say so, dear.
No, I do. I do. Trust me. Um, yeah, I've never. Now, the only ones that I'll tell you, because I used to, as I think I told you before, I used to break horses, and that's why I'm in the shape I am in now. Because the last one put me in the hospital. But the worst one I ever broke was a freaking pony. That son of a bitch would. Uh, I had to break him in like this kind of like it wasn't a round arena, but it was square. And that little son of a bitch would try to ram me up against the fence. Oh, he was the
Okay.
worst one to break. I said, if people talk about getting ponies for their kids. And I said, boy, you got to watch buying a pony. If anything, get them an older horse that's traffic safe and road safe, all that. That would be the best bet for a kid.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I've come across like maybe two ponies in my life that I'd say, hey, I'd buy that. But I had no use for a pony. So, hey, Jess, welcome in. There's my partner in crime.
Oh hey Jess.
Yeah, that's my future daughter-in-law. That's my son's fiance.
Oh okay.
She's the one that
I mean,
investigates with me.
well, I mean, if she wants to hop in, she's more than welcome.
I think she's helping my son downstairs make supper. I think. I'm not
Oh
sure.
okay. Well, thank you for the thumbs up, Jess. I appreciate it.
But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. Oh yeah, Jess, I hope you're still hearing me. We got to look for that one notebook that has the instructions for the seance. A friend of mine, uh, I guess I don't want to say too much, but one of her family members really was into seances and stuff big time. And
Mhm.
there were some things that happened, that kind of thing. But she gave me instructions on how to do a proper seance. So that's what I said. We're going to try to do that sometime after Thanksgiving. So I think that's going to be really cool.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Yeah.
Yeah, I just need to get a couple more items, and then we're ready to go. So then we have that. Well, yeah, I have a lot of things I want to do this year. I want to go back to the Hinsdale house because Jess has never been there, so I want to go there. I don't know if we'll collab with somebody or just her and I go. I don't know yet. Um, I would love. No, I probably won't be this year. I'll have to really save the money to drive there. Is Bobby Mackey's? Ever hear of that, Rex?
Mm-mm, I haven't.
Oh, look up Bobby Mackey's Music World.
Okay.
That place is incredible. They say that in the basement, there's a story that a lady was killed and her head was actually thrown in that well in the basement. And
Wow.
yeah, and they call it one of the gateways to hell, literally. So yeah, that might be something you want to look up. It's really interesting, really interesting. Now that's in Kentucky. So like I said,
Mhm.
that's I can't fly to these places because of all the equipment I've got. I mean, I don't have much, but it fits in like three or four large cases. And that would cost me so much just for luggage on an airplane. So I'll probably just drive.
Oh yeah, traveling has gotten hell of expensive. I'm just saying.
Yeah, or take a train. Now that's another thing. Do you know Lost Souls Paranormal? Have you ever met him and his girlfriend Haley?
Mm-mm.
Well, they're in Florida, and they do the
Uh-huh.
paranormal also. And so we're talking about me going out there sometime this year to investigate with them. And if I do that, we're thinking about taking a train.
Okay.
I've
Okay.
never been on a train, so I think that would be really interesting. I don't know what their luggage fee or anything like that is, so we got to check it all out before I can say concrete that we're going. But
Right.
if anything, I would love to take a train there because driving to Florida that's 24-hour drive at least. But I'm sorry if I'm boring you, Rex. This is all I basically talk about is paranormal. It's really all I know. So that and about artwork. So Uh-oh, I bored him to death. He left. Hey y'all. I'm sorry, Rex. I gotta get going here. Supper's just about done. I'm gonna eat and then probably go to bed. So if I can sleep. So thanks for having me up, sweetheart. I appreciate it. And thanks for listening to me ramble.
Oh, you're welcome anytime. And
All right,
yeah,
honey.
I am Florida and back from Virginia. And yeah, I would rather have went on National Lampoon's Vacation.
Right?
It was horrible. I mean, it was horrible. But anyway,
Yeah, I'm not going to drive that far. I mean, like I said, we're talking about looking up train fees and stuff like that. But yeah, and thanks again for having me up. And again, thanks for listening to all my rambling. But it was nice to meet everybody. Everybody take care. God bless. Be safe out there. And remember, the good in you will live on. Have a happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
you too.
Take
Take
care,
care.
sweetie.
You too. Talk to you later. Well, now it's just me. Okay. Fair enough. No, I get it. I talk to everybody. I mean, come on. Unless you're coming in being a prick, and then, you can kick rocks. But yeah, the link's pinned at the top. If you want to pop in, feel free. We can talk about almost anything. Almost. Like I said at the beginning, if you're talking about crazy, dumb shit, you can kick rocks. So there's that. Oh, okay. Well, you're welcome to join. You know that, Crypta. She also calls herself Darth Pixie. I like that a lot. I like that whole. Oh, let me put my shit back before it starts acting all crazy. I think I put the YouTube link in a DM to you, Crypto, and I put it in your Discord, and I think I put it in MathPig's Discord. So we'll see if anybody shows up. If they do, they do. If they don't, they don't. Oh, hang on 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Oh, I get it. I wake up and have a cup of coffee and a smoke, and then I fix something to eat. And if I finish my nap, I stay awake. If I haven't finished my nap, I go back to sleep. But I mean, I've switched from cigarettes to cigars, and uh, I find if I run out of smokes of cigars, it's not as bad as if I ran out of cigarettes. I'm not all as herky and jerky and ill and all that other good shit. That happens when you have nicotine withdrawal. But with cigars, it's not that bad. Now, if I don't have my coffee in the morning, it might be a problem. Might be a problem. That's why I try to make a pop before I go to sleep. That way it's there in the morning. I know it's there. All I got to do is grab my cup and go get some. Boom! There she is. But with
Hello.
cigars, it's not that bad. Hello there.
I'm still sleepy. I know what you mean about not finishing your nap.
Oh, I know. I know. It could be rough. It could be rough.
Yep.
You just feel like you're dragging. We were talking about zombies last night. Yeah, that's probably about as close to feeling like a zombie as I could get.
Yeah.
If I only sleep like an hour and a half, and then something wakes me up, I'm just,
Oh, jeez.
yeah, I'm just like, girl, where's my coffee? Oh. So I caught the ass end of uh, Math Pig and Richard.
mm,
It
they're
was fun.
hilarious.
Yeah, it was funny.
No, they're hilarious when they do it. Like, because it's taken them so long to get through. Like, I think they're on 14 today, and
Oh,
they've been
were
doing
they?
it for like 2 years.
Yeah, have they made it that far? Yeah.
Yep, they do like 3 lines of passage and of scripture, and then all of a sudden it's like then it goes into the arguing or bantering, and
Yeah,
it's fun.
argued about it for 45 minutes, and then they'll go back and read another line and argue about it again. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's fun. I've been on a couple of Mad Pig streams and been on couple of streams with Richard. Yeah, it's funny guys, funny guys.
yeah. Hmm.
Oh,
Hope does work tomorrow.
what time you got to be there? Like 5:30? Is that what you
Yeah, I
said
gotta be on the
earlier?
bus at 5:30.
Mm.
That's too early.
Well, I've gotten calls like that at like 4 o'clock in the morning, and they're like, "The cows are out."
Yeah,
I'm like, "Damn it, man! I was dead asleep. You woke me up. Let me get coffee in me, and I'll be out there in a minute."
yeah,
So, but it is what it is, and it pays pretty good. So I'm not complaining.
yeah. Sometimes it's nice, like getting up that early because no one like it's quiet. You know.
Oh yeah, there's hardly any like woodland noises, and
Hmm.
If the cows start mooing, you know exactly where they are, and you ain't got to hunt for them. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
It'll be fun working with cows.
uh, well,
Sometimes.
sometimes, yeah. Sometimes it can be scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're
Well, they're
pretty.
big creatures
Yeah, they're pretty big.
and they're stubborn.
Oh yeah. And whatever you do not get between a mama cow and her calf.
Nope.
You're gonna have a bad time. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you don't do that.
Oh no, yeah. And I live so far out, and these pastures are so far out in the middle of nowhere. It'll take the ambulance 45 minutes to get here. So
Wow. Yeah.
yeah, if something bad happens. Yeah. Oh,
That's why I want a mini cow.
oh,
I
one
mean,
of them little. Yeah,
if they're half the size, they're a
yeah.
little maybe easier to negotiate with.
Well, pretty much if you feed a cow or a goat something they want to eat, they're
Yeah.
good with you. Yeah, they're good with you. Like an apple or something. Yeah.
Hmm. Smells like snow tonight.
Oh, really? Mm. Well, I mean, I work on a goat farm too, and these aren't the little mini goats that look all cute and shit. These are the ones that get big.
Yeah.
So, have you ever seen that movie, The Witch?
The
That's
witch?
got that's got Anya Taylor Joy in it.
I don't think I have.
It's got the what was her name? Lysa um, Aaron from Game of Thrones. She plays the mom in that movie. You know
Okay.
the Queen of the Vale or whatever, Lord of the Vale, however they said it. She's in it too, and they have goats in that movie, and those goats are huge. And I'm like, yeah, I can relate. Yeah, if you haven't watched it, I'm not going to spoil it for you because
Okay.
there's one goat in that movie. You're like, yeah, that motherfucker ain't right. So, so it's a good movie.
I'll have to check it out.
It's more of a Halloween movie than it is a Thanksgiving movie. But hey,
Yeah.
whatever. Oh, that's what I hate. Well, no, go ahead. Say your
No, I
piece.
just keep forgetting it's your guys' Thanksgiving. The real
Mm.
one's in October.
Oh, goddamn Canadianites with their fucking
Yeah.
metric system and weird holidays and yeah. Wait, didn't you tell River Rat last night that you celebrated the burning down of the White House back in the day?
Yeah.
Seemed to piss him off a little
Yeah.
bit. Because you were all like, well, we did you a favor. You built a better
Well, yeah. Like,
one.
ooh, we burnt down the shack. Oh no.
Yeah. Oh. So, what would you like to chat about?
I don't know. I'm still sleepy.
Oh, okay. Fair
I'm
enough.
not I'm not thinking too much right now.
Well, when's your next Bible study thing going to be?
Probably not till next week.
Okay.
Depends how I feel on the weekend.
Okay. That's funny shit. I mean, whoever wrote that book, that's funny shit.
It is funny, like, you know.
Oh.
I'm trying to like figure out like yeah, I'm kind of waiting until later into the series before I really get into like who the author was, what was their group about, you know.
Oh, sure. Get past the whole Sodom and Gomorrah thing, and
Oh
then
yeah,
talk
that's
about
coming
the
up. That one's
author.
coming up.
Oh, what
Yeah, I
was I
haven't
watching?
skipped ahead too much, but I'm sure the illustrations are going to be something.
I was watching some movie that was like a parody of the Bible, and it talked about how was it Lot and his daughters and wife ran from either Sodom or Gomorrah, and Lot's wife turned around and turned into a pillar of salt, and then Lot and his daughters were sitting there like eating soup and like chipping little pieces off of her.
Oh.
I think it was a Monty Python movie. I think it was. It was either Monty Python or Mel Brooks, one or the other. But yeah, they were like scraping salt off of her and putting it in their soup. It was funny as hell. I was like, no, you didn't. And then, yeah, I did. Oh, Mel Brooks is the guy that made Spaceballs. I'm
Yeah,
sure you've seen that movie. Yeah,
I
yeah.
love Spaceballs. May the Schwartz be with you.
May the Schwartz be with you. Yeah. Your Schwartz is bigger than mine. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's a good side and a bad side to the Schwartz. I got the bad side.
Yeah.
Oh, and another one of my most favorite movies is Blazing Saddles.
I was gonna say that one. That one's
Yeah,
good.
yeah, with Gene Wilder and
Yeah.
Slim. Yeah, oh, it was great. I can't ever remember the sheriff's name, but yeah, if you can watch it uncut, that movie will have you rolling in the floor
That
laughing.
one, yeah, that one's funny.
Yeah, that one with Lot and his daughter scraping the salt off. That might have been History of the World Part One, and that's a Mel
Yeah.
Brooks movie. Yeah, it might have been that. Which they never made a part two.
Yeah. I think that was part of the joke of the movie.
Probably, yeah, yeah. Give me a second. I gotta blow my nose. You don't want to hear that.
Well, just hopefully things work out well this week. Work goes well and everything goes well.
Well, I mean, you hope for the best and you plan for the worst.
Yeah.
I learned that in the army.
Yeah.
Oh, you can smoke on my stream. I don't care. Not a, hell, I do. Smoke on.
Oh, Still really stuffed up.
Still got what?
A little stuffed up.
Oh yeah. Well, see, I would prefer to be stuffed up, but my nose like runs constantly when it goes from hot to cold. So I'm like blowing my nose every 5 minutes. So.
No, it's just been funny watching the Emergency Act thing and House of Commons, just taking it easy. I might watch a movie in a bit before bed, fall asleep to something.
What movie?
Not sure, just find something free.
Oh, fair enough.
YouTube has a lot of like just free movies, so
Yeah, free with commercials. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I get that.
Well, I do premium, so I don't get all the
Oh,
ads.
okay. You just get the premium ads.
Mhm.
Well, I listen to people. Um, there's a group of goofballs on the internet that play Dungeons and Dragons, and that will put me to sleep every time. Just you hear them laughing and giggling, and then the dude that is the dungeon master has this voice that will just put you to sleep if you're ready to get to sleep. It's called Critical Role. Critical
Okay.
ROLE, and they've done like 3 campaigns so far. It started off in their kitchen, and now they've got like a studio and
Wow.
whatever. And yeah, they're getting paid by uh, Wizards of the Coast to play the game now. But yeah, it all started in the kitchen, in their kitchen of a house, and it's just grown by leaps and bounds.
It's funny how some things will just take off like that.
Oh sure, I wish it would have happened to me. Shit.
Yeah.
But I never had that big of a group. It's like 6 or 7 of them, and sometimes they have like uh, excuse me, guest players on.
Hmm.
And one of them was what was that dude's name from The Walking Dead? He was the king that had the tiger.
Okay.
Yeah, he came on and played a character for like 4 or 5 episodes. It was cool. I was like, that's the dude. And then I was like, yeah, that's the dude. Yeah, he played like this blind monk guy. I think that's what it was.
Okay.
But yeah, they're really funny. They're a funny group of goofballs.
Mm.
They open every episode saying, "We're a nerdy bunch of voice actors that sit around and play Dungeons and Dragons on Thursday," which they are. A couple of them have done Avengers cartoon characters. Uh, like a couple of them have done like voiceover anime, from Japanese to English. So yeah. Oh, it's the salty rant.
Okay.
All right, man. Before I let you up here, you gonna behave yourself? Because he will say some of the dirtiest shit. But
That's
I mean,
okay.
this is a not safe for work stream, 18 plus, and entertainment purposes only.
Nah.
Yeah.
You hurt my
Oh,
feelings.
good.
Am I going to behave myself? You know I'm going to behave myself. You have a pretty lady up here? I don't want to offend
Oh,
her.
she's gorgeous. She is gorgeous.
The king that played the king in Walking Dead was Ezekiel.
Ezekiel. That's the character's name. Yeah. And the zombies ate his tiger. Yeah. I remember that episode. Yeah.
In fact, I'm finishing up the last episode of The Walking Dead. I've kind of like strayed from the series because, I mean, everybody liked Rick Grimes, and then, he went to the Commonwealth, and, you know,
Well, yeah, like everybody liked the first season. I thought the first season was really good. And then I liked Maggie when she came in under dude's daughter. What's that guy's name? I can't remember the character
yeah,
name.
I know what you're talking about.
Out, yeah, out on the farm where dude was like collecting zombies and putting them in the barn because he thought he could cure
He
them.
was collecting zombies thinking he could cure them.
Yeah.
Couldn't. Yeah, I don't know. I just, you know what? Supposedly there's going to be a couple spin-off movies with Rick Grimes or something to that effect. I'm hoping that in this last season finale we get to see him and Michonne together, where everybody's kind of united. I don't know if we will or not. Don't spoil it for me because I haven't watched it. But
Oh, I haven't either. I haven't.
I've been getting into I think season 4 or 5. So I've been watching that on Sunday nights, and then they got a new show with Sylvester Stallone called Tulsa King. I have mixed feelings about that, but I think it'll be pretty good. But man, age has caught up to Sly Stallone, I got to tell you.
Oh yeah, Schwarzenegger too. Yeah.
Actually, I think Schwarzenegger looks a little bit better than Stallone, but I don't know.
Yeah, kind of. Well, they're all getting them, None of us are getting younger.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, it's like I say, it's better to keep having birthdays than to stop.
Yep.
Yeah. If I could have immortality and be young again, that'd be great.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Oh, I didn't even see Mastro Report in the chat. If that's the real Mastro Report, you're welcome to come on up if you want to. But if you just if it's who's Robert Redmond? I don't even know who that is.
I'm not really sure. I've seen the name around, but I think he goes to Rick Crude streams all the time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I watched Rick Crude for about 5 minutes, and I was like, nope.
The thing you got to understand about Rick Crude, and I'm not trying to bash anybody here or create any controversy. Rick is an entertainer. Okay? So if you look at Rick Crude's channel as a channel of entertainment, you might get a laugh, you might cry a little bit, but it's entertainment. I don't take any of it real serious. I don't get mad because when I was in Discord almost 3 years ago now, he came in, started running his mouth and acting all crazy. He is an entertainer, and he sells it very well. Okay? But if you look at Rick Crude for one purpose, entertainment, you're not going to be disappointed if you like that sort of thing.
Okay. Fair enough. I mean, I look at all of YouTube as entertainment. Why people take this shit seriously,
Yeah.
I really have no idea. I really don't.
It's absolutely crazy. At one point in my short YouTube career, I had people calling my job to try to get me fired because things that were coming out of my mouth and the things that I was saying on YouTube. I've had threats against my family. In fact, I had another YouTuber who had been giving me problems since 2015, a guy named Colton Wood, literally come to my house once in 2019 and then another time in 2021. So I confronted him maybe about, May, so June, July, August, September, October, November, maybe about 6-7 months ago. I confronted him in a Taco Bell and asked him to stop making threats because this guy would say that he's going to come over and kill everyone in my family. Now I live with 3 women, my mother-in-law who's 82, her sister who's 76, and my wife who's almost 51. But he was making references to coming over and raping my wife and cutting her head off during mid-rape.
What?
My surprise and anger in hearing this kind of shit, trying to go to my local police and have it reported for them to tell me, oh, it's YouTube, it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
And I told the cops at the time, I said, okay. I said, so when I pull out my Glock 40 and I mag dump right into this fucker's face, it doesn't mean anything, right? You're not going to arrest me. Oh, sir, you can't talk like that. I said, the fuck I can't. I said, I got the First Amendment, and if you don't like it, you shove it up your ass. And I walked out of the police station. Well, he came to my house, I called the cops twice, I documented it. Then I went to go get a restraining order. And that was when the Delta variant of the COVID was shutting everything down. I made an electronic filing. I was getting ready to pay $450, and the fucking court lost my electronic filing.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Now, in the state of California, now, this is kind of messed up, so I apologize if you're offended easily, but I call California the People's Republic of Suck My Dick. Because I am not from here. I am not a liberal in any way at all. I don't like liberals, but my mother-in-law is a liberal, and she's a sweet lady. Her whole family is consisted of liberals, and they're all sweet people, nice people. I don't think like a liberal. I don't vote like a liberal. I don't live like a liberal. I'm not a Republican either. I used to be a staunch Republican back in the day, and I remember when the Republican Party was blue, everything in the world, especially in California, is upside down. It's like what is up is down, what is left is right, what is black is white, what is red is now blue. I'm like, what the shit is going on?
Well, I mean, I live on the East Coast, and Crypto lives on the West Coast, out there in Canadianite land, and the beaches are on the wrong side if you go to the West Coast.
Well, it's just the way it's I mean, I came from the Midwest. I used to live in the suburbs of Chicago, and I moved out to Vegas in like 1989 with my mom and dad, you know, because they were retired. They never wanted to spend another cold winter because of their arthritis. And that extended their life significantly, moving out to Nevada. And living in Nevada was great because I could get up at 2, 3 o'clock and have a big steak and eggs, whatever. I could gamble. I could do whatever, you know, like if I wanted to go to, pardon the expression, a titty bar, I could go to a titty bar. I mean, it's like 24/7, you know? It's an adult playground. But then for 22 years, Vegas got a softer side because they saw the revenue of people coming from other states, like tourists. So they made it, the Las Vegas Strip never used to be family friendly, but now it's family friendly. It's for everyone. And it's crazy because of all the business that Vegas gets, there's no sales tax in Nevada. They make all their money off tourism.
Oh, okay.
So you can imagine coming from Nevada to California, and then they have a sales tax of almost 9%. I think it's like 9.5% now. We used to Amazon everywhere else. We never got charged sales tax until like 2010, 2011 when they enacted the sales tax revenue for California.
Well, see, that's kind of. Oh, go ahead.
Just getting tired. I'll talk to you soon. I'm gonna keep listening, but I'm just falling asleep.
Okay, fair enough. You take care.
Nice to meet you, Salty.
Nice to meet you too. Have a great night. Happy Thanksgiving. So,
they don't have Canadian Thanksgiving. They've got something else. Yeah, okay. It's like their Thanksgiving is in October or some shit. Just what you told me. Yeah. So.
When we celebrate Halloween, they're having Thanksgiving.
Yeah, pretty much.
The thing about Canada that I don't like is they have a dictatorship because they have a prime minister, right? So their prime
Oh
minister
yeah.
dictator and tell them what to do. Like when I found out a few years ago that they were outlawing military-style weapons in Canada, like AR-15, so on and so forth. You're allowed to have a hunting rifle, a shotgun, possibly a handgun, but you're not allowed to have an AR-15. I'm like, that's fucking crazy. It's a gun. It's a tool like anything else.
Mm-hmm.
But what they do in Canada usually affects the U.S. and what will really affect the rest of the country in the United States of America. Everybody looks to what California is doing, like New York, New Jersey. It's insane, but whatever. But I don't have any weapons. All I have are knives. So if I go to an online store and I go to buy a knife, like say a Medford Praetorian T or tie, and say it's $700-800, well now I'm paying about $50-60 in tax, and then the shipping costs to get it to me, unless I want to wait 2 to 3 days to have it shipped for free. It gets pricey.
Oh, sure. Well, it was like, are they going to outlaw hammers now because Nancy Pelosi's husband got beaten to shit with a hammer? So now we can't go buy hammers?
I mean, like I probably shouldn't say this, and I'm saying it in jest. But if that was the only way to get Nancy to quit the government and to quit being a legislator in Congress was to beat the shit out of her husband with a hammer, why the fuck didn't somebody do it 40 years prior? California might have been a better place.
Yeah, somebody should have thought about that. Oh, and I want to say thank you to Crypta for jumping up, and thank you to Nucket for jumping up. She was on here earlier. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The world's a weird place. I mean, I'm telling you, it's a weird fucking place, and it's a weird time to be alive and living and seeing all the shit that's going on.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, the world's always been a weird place. So there's that.
Just like ever since Y2K hit 2000, it moved into a whole different direction.
Yeah, I can see that because I had a job back in the day, trying to fix all that Y2K bullshit.
It's funny because in 2000 I was living in Vegas and we had a gun store called The Gun Store on Tropicana. And holy fucking shit, it brought everybody out. They had a line wrapped around the building 3 times for people that were buying guns last minute, whether it be rifles, shotguns, AR-style rifles, whatever, handguns, because everybody was thinking that they were going to lose their gun rights. All that anti-gun rhetoric from Biden and his fools in office. He might be somebody's president, but he's not my president. I didn't vote for him. Okay,
well, Trump didn't either.
Trump was my president, but I never voted for him because I stopped voting years ago because it's pointless. And the reason I say this is, and I don't mean to bring a bad attitude or negativity to the voting, but they're fucking puppets. They don't control shit.
Oh yeah, I figured that out. Yeah, I figured that out. It doesn't matter who you vote for; they're gonna do whatever the money tells them to do. Yeah,
exactly. Now, the one thing I liked about Bush is not Bush, but Trump, he didn't give a fuck about all that. Putin would never threaten the United States with attack and anything else because he knew that Trump would have fucked him up. But now we got this lame duck who obviously likes to sniff little girls' hair. Can't remember. It's all fucked up.
Yeah, you cut out there. What'd you say?
So we got a president that likes to sniff little girls' hair. His son's a raging drug addict, giving away state secrets on his fucking computer. All kinds of shit. But yet, you don't see him getting prosecuted. But if you and I did the same thing, we'd be under the jail.
I can't disagree with that. I can't. So I won't. I'll just go get another beer. Give me a second. Go on, rant. Have your rant.
I'm not really trying to rant so much, but just bringing things to life. You know, like the Clintons were accused of killing, God, I don't know how many people in the 80s and 90s. Then you had the whole Jeffrey Epstein scandal, where he was pulling in all these top elites from around the world. And for what? Sex, minors, slavery of kids. And then supposedly they caught him and he went to jail and killed himself. He didn't kill himself. He got snuffed off in jail. That's my belief. And I'm not a conspiracy theorist. Do I believe that 911 was a conspiracy? No. There's certain aspects of 911 that make me wonder, why did they take building 7 and demolish it to the ground? It was perfectly clean. Didn't have any debris on it. And the North Tower and the South Tower fell very fast, in my opinion. When you got 25 Arabs at a fucking flight school in Florida, and they don't want to learn how to fucking land the planes, they just want to learn how to fly it, that's a red flag. You might want to call somebody.
Yeah, that was the first thing I thought, too. Now, the whole mechanics of how the buildings fell and what happened to the buildings, and I mean, if you those were fully loaded jets that had full tanks of jet fuel. Now, how that mechanic works in melting steel, I'm pretty sure it'll melt the fuck out of steel.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like, you know, there's conspiracy theorists, and, you know, it is what it is, and it was one of the worst days in Americans' lives. You know, I mean, shit, I remember where I was. I was at home. I was unemployed. I lost my job of 3 years. I had lost my dad maybe 6 months prior, and I was reeling from the loss of my dad because I lost both my parents within 11 months and a day. Stayed drunk for 2 weeks after my dad died, put a 1911 in my mouth. I pulled the trigger, woke up a few hours later with it on my chest. It's called cocked and locked, condition 1 carry. The hammer's cocked back, flight safeties are up. If you don't have it, and you have the hammer resting against the firing pin, it could go off. But because my gun was based on a Series 80s Colt, which had a fire pin shroud or safety, you could rest the hammer up with it fully chambered, but you're not supposed to, because that's not how the gun dynamics worked for that gun. And, you know, fuck it. Here I am, you know, what, 23 years later, still living on borrowed time, it seems like.
Well, you know, we all live on borrowed time to a certain extent.
Yeah. And
'Cause I should have been dead. Well, I should have been dead years ago, but I'm still here.
Well, I can tell you, the older I get, the more I hate stupid people.
Oh Jesus! I learned how to hate stupid people in the army, and that was like over 20 years ago, more than 20 years ago.
I'm telling you, man, it's just I have no stomach for it. Like okay, like I used to work in a cemetery. I don't work in a cemetery now. I work for another company. I work at a truck gate, but you know, whatever. Sign people in, sign trucks out, shit like that. I used to work in a cemetery, and we used to have this thing where we would close the cemetery at night. So they'd be open from dusk until dawn, or, you know, from dawn
until
dusk.
I get it. Yeah.
So I'd have people coming up, like we would have to leave the gates open for what they call the viewing. Now, back in the day, we would call it a wake because we're old school, right? But, you know, the terms have changed. The terms are the same, but the words have changed, right? So you and I would call it a wake, but now it's called a viewing. Family comes in to view the body. They have a ceremony, whatever. Got to leave the gates open. Got to leave the exit gate open fully, and you got to leave the entry gate open fully so people can come to the wake or the viewing. So I get people pulling in the cemetery, and I'm chasing them down in my patrol vehicle, lights, sirens, whatever, rumbler, tell them pull the fuck over, you know, and they're just ignoring me. I get up on them. I'm like, what? Your brain, dumbass. Oh, well, we thought the cemetery was open. Yeah, well, you know what? I leave the gates at my house open at 2 in the morning. You come to my house, you might get a gun pointed at your face. I said, this doesn't make any sense. I said, are you that clueless? Only in California, I'm telling you.
Fair
And
enough.
I'd leave the cemetery and they get all huffy about it. I'm like, I'm going to report you. I'm like, you know what? One guy said, I'm going to have your fucking job. I said, you know what? You can have my fucking job. Put me on vacation for 2 weeks.
Hmm. Oh, Crypto said that she was in university and 9/11 was the end of life as we knew it. Well, I had just gotten out of the military in February of 2001, and I fully expected to be called back up to active service. But so many people were joining up that I they never called me back. So,
You know, I was 33 years old. I wasn't in worse shape like I am today because, I don't get any exercise.
Right.
I tried to join the military, 4 different branches, and they wouldn't take me. One, I was
no.
old, 2, I was out of shape, and they had so many young people joining to be patriotic. And, there's a guy that I watch called Sean Ryan podcast.
Hmm.
I think it was a PJ, pararescue, during the Iraq War and everything. And then later, when he got out of the military, he joined the CIA.
Yeah.
And then he's got this podcast, and he's going ahead and talking to like former Navy SEAL. And these guys that put their ass on the line for our country are so fucked up when they get out of the service because of all the fucking death that they've seen and death they've dealt to the enemy that just completely fucks them over. It's like, when they go through this podcast and they talk about how the guy got in Navy SEALs or he went through Bud's class, whatever, then he went to Iraq or he went to Afghanistan or whatever, and they're talking about the missions and guys are fucked up in the brain because of all the PTSD, physical injuries, seeing their buddies vaporized with fucking, IEDs and all kinds of other shit. It's crazy. And yet they come out. Now in that community, they call it a Gold Star community for the SEALs. They have a good support system with the families and everything. But, I mean, it's fucked up because it's like, if you're not part of that team or that community, being a former Navy SEAL, and you get out, you have to deal with PTSD. God forbid you lost a limb like an arm or a leg, or you got blown up, or you had mental issues, And it's absolutely fucked up. These were the
Oh, yeah.
people that were joining up, were previously in service for this country, and I thank every one of them allowed to do it. I couldn't do it.
Well, I mean, I had a Navy recruiter come to me and say, "Hey, man, you should join the SEALs." And I was like, "Well, let me think about it." And then I was like, "Nope." Well, and then I went to my Army recruiter, and he said, "Oh, you should join Special Forces or the Green Berets or something like that." And I thought about it. I was like, "Nope." So I did my job in the Army, and I saw a bunch of fucked up shit. I wasn't ever a combat veteran. Um, and yeah, circling back to the stupid people that are in the military, a lot of them are brass.
Yep.
You know, second lieutenant and up in the Army, most of them were dumb as a fucking rock. Yeah.
Yep. And then you and your buddies killed because they
Hmm?
have no concept of the realization of what they're asking you to do. They don't even
Oh,
care.
sure. Yeah.
They don't have to go there and put their ass on the line. They don't have to go after a band of insurgents. Well, they give a shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that me echoing or is that you? But yeah, I was Army intelligence, which kind of sounds stupid on its face, but whatever. Um, I would collect the data from the field, and write a report and give it to the brass. And then they did whatever the fuck they wanted to do. It didn't matter what I said. So, I mean, there's that. I did my job. I served my time. I got the fuck out. And like I said, after 9/11, I fully expected to get recalled back into the Army. Didn't happen.
Yeah. I know, it's crazy. But like I said, I don't know. Like this year's almost over with. Like I can't believe that 2022 is almost over with. I'm like, holy crap!
But,
It's like the older I get, the faster the years just fly by.
yep, sure does.
I remember several
Yeah,
years
it's
ago, I went to a funeral for a buddy of mine that died, and I knew his kids and everything growing up, and seeing his kids all grown up with kids of their own. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I felt like time stood still for me and I didn't progress. And then everybody around me was just progressing and growing, you know, crazy.
oh yeah, like when did I get in the TARDIS and go to the
Right?
future and step out? Yeah, and all the
Crazy.
shit's changed. Yeah.
I mean, fuck, man. And, you know, they're talking about, now the government was talking about diesel fuel left in the reserves. That's bullshit because we're past 25 days from when they first started talking about it. You know, you realize that if we don't have any diesel, truck drivers aren't going to be making livings shipping our shit across state lines. You know that, right?
Oh yeah. And I mean, we've got the whole thing with the railroad workers now. I mean, if you can't ship shit by railroad, it comes from a ship overseas or it comes up from Mexico or down from Canada by railroad. And if those guys pull a full stop, that shit's not getting on a truck to go to
Yep.
Walmart or wherever. Yeah. And you're not
Yeah.
getting gas. Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy. And so I was like, what the fuck? I don't know, but if I could go back in time, I certainly wouldn't have picked security. I got into it at 29 on accident. Been doing it for about 25 years. I've had good jobs and I've had dog ass shitty jobs. The job I have now is pretty good. It has benefits, but I don't need the benefits because I already have my own benefits.
Right.
Months, I'm working 4 days a week. 32 hours is considered full time. I'm usually 40 hours a week, but hey, you know what? You want to give me 3 days off? Fuck it, I'll take 3 days off. Gives me plenty of time to do whatever the fuck I want to do. I don't work graveyard anymore, but because I'd worked graveyard at nights for so long, it's kind of fucked up my sleep pattern.
Fair. That's fair. It'll do that. Yeah.
You know, makes my blood sugars run a little higher, but you know, I stopped because I did some studies on metformin, and that is the worst fucking shit you could take for diabetes. They want to use it as a one drug cure all everything. Man, diabetes, if you have type 2 diabetes or type 1 diabetes, you're fucked. I got to shoot up insulin twice a day. I got to take pills twice a day. And the one pill that I don't take is metformin. I need to find something to replace it. I am never fucking touching metformin again. And my blood sugars have been running a little bit higher than normal. I am never taking fucking metformin ever again, knowing what it does to the body.
Oh, sure. I get that. I got the first hot shot and the second hot shot. And then they came out with all these boosters and shit. And I'm like, fuck all that noise. The first two made me feel bad enough. Yeah.
I got one shot because of the job I was working at. They needed a card. So then I fucking forged in the second signature for the card. Never got the second shot.
Hmm.
And I'm glad And I know a lot of people that got both shots and now they're feeling ill today, and they don't know why. A lot of people have been dying around the country who got fully vaccinated from the COVID shit.
Well, like I said, I got the first 2 shots. The first shot didn't make me feel that bad. The second shot, I was in the bed for 2 days. I could not get up. But I don't feel that bad now. So,
I take 6,000 milligrams of vitamin C every day. I take 2 in the morning with all my pills, take my insulin shot, check my blood sugar, mark it down on my calendar or my chart. And then at night, I take pills, take another shot, go to bed, try to eat healthier. And, obviously working at night, I work a swing shift. I work 4 to midnight.
mhm,
That's a rough shift to work, I got to tell you. I wish the
mhm.
hours were tailored a little bit better, till like 2 to 10, 3 to 11, something like that. But nah, put me on the grave shift. I'm like, no, I'm never working the grave shift. It's too late. I'm not working from midnight till 8 in the morning. If I go to work at night and then I get off and it's daylight out and I got to fight the traffic going home, no, that's no bueno. Now, if it was 9 at night or 9:30 at night, 5:30 in the morning, it's dark when I'm coming to work and it's dark when I'm going home. That's not the way my job is tailored.
Mm.
So,
Mm.
yeah, I'm not going to fuck around with that. And I actually feel guilty. I got an indoor restroom, which is great. No more shit buckets and piss jugs. No more urinary tract infections. Got a microwave, got air conditioning, got heating. It's just repetition of writing stuff down, checking people in, getting their identification, shit like that. Super easy to do. And you know what? I'm going to get a raise in a month and a half. I'm going to go to from 1650 to 1750. Everybody gets it because they always renegotiate the contracts each year. Depending on
Mhm.
what post I'm working, I can make anywhere from $17 to $20 an hour. It's under contract.
Wow. Cool, dude.
I don't have to wear a duty belt. I don't have to use pepper spray or batons. I don't have to worry about a taser. I've never worn a gun in the state of California because they're not gun friendly. I don't own any guns. I got friends that got guns and shit, but it's just like, you know what? They're all worried now about China invading us. If China comes to invade us, we're fucked. The West Coast, California, will fall immediately. With the reduction in staff with the military and all the military cuts, if China ever decides they want to come into our harbor and invade, like the LA port, San Francisco port, anything like that, we're fucked. California is going to be under Chinese rule in a matter of a few days.
Well, I mean, I don't worry about China trying to invade the U.S. because they sell us too much shit. I mean, they do. They literally sell us too much shit to worry about
Everything at Walmart comes
it.
from
Mm-hmm.
China. About
Mm-hmm.
never used to be like that. That's why when I go out and I buy these knives, because I told you I collect knives and stuff. I
Yeah.
buy American-made knives. I don't give a fuck about Chinese knives. I don't deal with Chinese knives. Don't care about Chinese knives. Only buy American knives.
And I mean, China can come in and buy all the property they want to in the United States, but the federal government has the right of eminent domain, so they can just take it back. They
Yeah,
can
but
take your land if they want to.
problem is we got weak ass government right now with Biden and all of his fucking fools.
We've always had weak ass government. The
Maybe it'll
last good,
maybe
the
it'll change.
last, well, the last good president we had was President Eisenhower. And he warned us about all this shit when he was leaving office. He made a long ass speech that warned us about all this shit that was going to happen. And nobody listened. Nobody cared.
They didn't care.
Yeah, they thought he was just some crazy old guy. Oh, who helped win World War II. I mean, you know. So I think he was the only five
Anyway,
star.
thanks for.
Well, I think he was the only 5-star general that ever existed.
Yep. MacArthur was a good general. Ike was a good general. Who else? Schwarzkopf was a great general as far as, Iraqi freedom and all that. But even that black dude, what was his name?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. Oh, God, I can't think of it now. But anyway.
I can't think of his name either. So
Yeah. It'll probably come to me later. But,
yeah, I'll wake up after my nap and I'll be like, "That's that fucking guy's name." Yeah.
Getting rid of Saddam Hussein and Muammar Gaddafi, and then the guys that killed Bin Laden and shit. Fucking crazy.
Well, I mean, the fucked up thing about the first Desert Storm is they didn't let Schwarzkopf do his thing and go in there and get Gaddafi then. I mean, not Gaddafi, Saddam then. And if they'd have done that,
if they'd have let Schwarzkopf do everything in Desert Storm 1, there wouldn't have been a Desert Storm 2. We wouldn't have had people embedded in Iraq for 10, 12, 15 years.
Well, see, that's why I don't throw shade at Biden for getting us the fuck out of Afghanistan, because we shouldn't have been there for however long we were.
Yeah, but here's the problem. All the people that worked with the U.S., they all got death sentences. Their families were killed, and they were killed and everything else. We should have gotten those people out. And look, you don't fucking surrender billions of dollars worth of technological weapons like helicopters and tanks and trucks and guns and you fucking take that shit with you, man. Or if you put it in a big pile and you blow the fucking shit up, you don't leave it for the enemy to grab it.
That's what they did. They actually blew the shit up because that's how we do it. Oh, they say that we left the shit there. People will say we left shit there for the Afghanis to have. No, we didn't. We blew that fucking shit up. We took some C4 and blew all that shit up. The only thing we left were the bases.
Have helicopters and tanks and everything else. They didn't blow it all up. They should have blown it all up. They should have carpet bombed the fuck out of it, but they didn't do it. But, it's neither here nor there. I wasn't there. I don't know. But, again, when you give our enemies weapons to use against us, like, and I'd worked with people from other countries, while doing security, Arab people. I don't care if, you believe in Allah and I believe in Jesus Christ. It's pretty much still the same, just a different translation. But when you say that you want to kill me because I don't believe in your fucking God and you want to be radical, I got a problem with that. Huge problem with that.
Oh, sure.
You want to come into my country and Iraq and enact Sharia law where you fucking beat your women in public? No. That's never going to fucking fly. And there's a couple cities in Michigan that are fully Arab controlled now and have been for many years. I'm like, the fuck, man? It's like, you know what? Yes, you have a freedom to believe in whatever religion. Like if you want to believe in Scientology and say that a UFO crashed into a volcano and started impregnating Earth women, great.
Mm-hmm.
You want to be a Hare Krishna? Great. You want to be a fucking Muslim? Great. Just don't be a fucking radical, and don't try to tell the people that live here in the United States of America, the citizens of USA, how we're going to fucking do what we do. You're not going to control us. You're not going to change us. And you certainly are not going to fucking threaten us. because they will
Well,
rise up.
yeah, I'm on board with all of that. But also, I would add in, do you remember the 90s?
I do.
Do you remember how many fundamentalist Christians went and shot up abortion clinics just because
Oh
they
yeah.
were fundamentalists?
Yeah, and that's fucked up. That's wrong too. Like a
Exactly.
woman can have a right to decide whether she's going to have an abortion or not. If a woman gets raped, it's of my belief and opinion. If she wants to abort that baby, let her abort that motherfucker.
Yeah,
Why fucking let the seeds of a rapist prevail?
yeah. I mean, they acted like abortion was some kind of like, um, well, I'm just going to do this instead of having the kid, or because I didn't use birth control or whatever.
Look, that's
No,
that's
look.
the party line. That's the party line, and you're always going to get that rhetoric. I'm sure there were
Mhm.
some cases of women doing that, but it wasn't as widespread as they made people believe it.
Exactly. It wasn't a like common thing. Yeah.
It
And
wasn't a
then
form of
those
birth control. I mean, come on.
yeah, and I mean the fundamentalists that hunted down fucking abortion doctors at their house and killed them and sniped them in their house. Who was that guy?
I don't remember.
He got his
That's the
hand
point.
shot off. He got his hand shot off, but he
Had
kept.
that fucking radical group, that radical Christian group that would go to the funerals of fallen soldiers.
Oh
Fuck
yeah, you're talking about Westboro. Yeah, fuck them people.
yeah,
Yeah,
those people need to be eradicated, in my opinion. I mean, it's bad enough you lose a loved one. Everybody dies. We're all going to die someday. I get it. We're all going to leave somebody behind, right? But
yeah,
fallen soldier defends this fucking country, for God's sakes. And then you have these religious whack jobs coming to a fucking funeral for a fallen soldier and fucking calling them baby killers and everything else. We're not in Vietnam times, okay? And it shouldn't have happened with the Vietnam vets, but it did.
yeah,
How many
yeah.
years did it take for the Vietnam veterans to finally get their parade and to be recognized? A long time, like 20 some years.
Too long. Oops.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, because those guys were drafted and they went where they told them to go. They did what they were told to do.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can, in the UCMJ, the Uniform Code of Military Justice, you have the right to refuse an unlawful order, but that can get you court martialed too.
Yep.
So,
Crazy shit. Anyway,
mhm.
thanks for having me up on panel. I probably
Oh,
won't
hey.
want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah, we're about to hit 2 hours, and I'm glad you showed up. Salty, you're a good guy. I like you a lot.
Feelings mutual. You take care of yourself and you have a great night.
Yeah, you have a good Thanksgiving too. Yeah, I'm probably going to shut this down in a few minutes. But I thank all my guests, Nuckin and Crypto and Salty. Yeah, good people. Good people. And I'll let you up as long as you don't try to come on and porn bomb me and get my stream taken down. Because, that's kind of an asshole move. Well, no, wait, let me restate that. Because I'm absolutely an asshole. It's kind of a dick move if you want to come up and try to porn bomb. And the people I've had on tonight, they don't do that. That's not their thing. That's not their way. We just say what we feel. And, it's all good. I might let this run for a few more minutes to see if anybody else wants to pop in. The link is pinned at the top. But if you want to come on and show your dick, you can just kick rocks. So, wow, it's 11:31 my time on the East Coast. Like I said, I've been going for a little over 2 hours. I'm probably going to end this soon. Great conversations. Great conversations. Crypta and I didn't get into the whole how much funk was there actually in Noah's Ark when it landed on the mountain and he opened the door. But we can talk about that later. I mean, I'm pretty sure that when he opened the door of the ark after the flood, that there was this like green cloud of funk that just came out of the ark. So, oh, you're welcome, Crypta. I'm glad you were still listening. But yeah, and we never got into the Tower of Babel, which was the last story she read, which is kind of weird. I mean, if you think about it, all of a sudden, all these people can't talk to each other and don't understand each other. They're just like, God damn it. And they threw their hammers and chisels and shit on the ground and walked away. Yeah. I mean, but we can talk about that later someday. So, but yeah, I'm about to shut this down and everybody have a good Thanksgiving in the America, in the US of A. And if you're in Canada, do what you're gonna do. Have you a good time. I don't know what I'm gonna make yet. I really don't. I might make a brisket and mashed potatoes and gravy and some mixed vegetables. Because, like I said, it's just going to be me here. I don't have all of my family is scattered all across hell and everywhere. So it's just going to be me. And if I make a brisket, I can eat a slice of brisket and some mashed potatoes and gravy on it and some mixed vegetables. And then I can eat brisket sandwiches. I think I've got a pack of stuffing up in there too that I can make. I mean, I don't make it from scratch because goddamn, I mean, I can cook, but I can't cook that well. I'm just saying. And at least I'm not going to have like ramen noodles and that little salt powder pack shit that comes with it. I mean, I've got a whole box of that shit in there, but I try not to eat it if I don't have to. I'll cook the noodles and like make some spaghetti sauce to go with it, but I don't eat that salt pack shit. And Crypta, I will try to get the hold to you later on the Discords and we can have a chat if you want when you feel rested and waked up and not worked over from work. Um, so, yeah, I'm going to end this now. And everybody take care and have a good night.